Hello everyone, welcome to Riristylings. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach on the basic body patterns. Here I have my starting line. This horizontal measurement is my starting line. My paper is already folded into four for both the front and back panel. So in this video, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the standard neck width, neck measurements. My neck width is 3 inch. The depth is also 3 inch. So I'll go ahead and join them together like this to create this curve. So the next step, I'll be going to insert my measurements. My chest line is 5, bust point 7, waistline 9, chest line, bust point, waistline. So I'll go ahead and replicate these measurements on the other side too, in order to join them together. This is my chest line, 5, bust point 7, waistline 9. So I'll go ahead and join them together to create my horizontal measurements like so. Like so. So now the next step is to insert my shoulder measurements. I'm having, let's say I'll be using 14 here. It's enough for me. 14 divided by 2, that's 7. So I'll go ahead and add 0.5 to it, to the 7 for my seam allowance like this. I'll go on this point 2. That's everything becomes 7.5 now. So I'll go ahead and connect them together like this. Is my shoulder depth line. So the next step is to insert the horizontal measurements. Let's say 16. Again, I'm going to use 32. 32 divided by 4. That's what you do. It like this. You pick your 32 points. You divide it on your measuring tape. Wherever the point is, you further divide it again into 2. Like this. That's 8. My bust point 8 plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Let's say my waist measurement now is 7 plus the 1 inch sewing allowance, that's 8. On this side now, I have 7.5, right? I'm going to add another half to it for ease. Then I'm going to insert my 1 inch sewing allowance to it. So now I'm going to move to this point to create my curve, my shoulder depth curve. This is what I'm going to do. I'll first pick my shoulder slants 1 inch away from my starting point. Then from here I'll connect it to neck point like this. So now I'm going to take my measurements from this point to this point. Okay, 4.1, right? So this is what I'll do. I'll go ahead and divide it by 2 like this. So at that point, the midpoint, I'll pick the midpoint. So from the midpoint now, I'll go in by 0.5. This point 0.5 will give me guideline on how to create my curve. This is for the front panel. This for the essence of this 0.5 is for the to get the front panel armhole. This is it. And for the back panel, it's going to remain like this. You see it now? So now I've gotten this. I'm going to go ahead to connect all my points together, here to here and here to the waistline. This is it. Now, if for instance I do not want to use the same neck depth for the back, I might decide to go down by 2 inches. Maybe if I don't want my back to be deep like the front, I can decide to go down by 2 inches and also connect my points. So here now is for back panel and this one is for the front panel. Sorry, my gum is moving. This is it. So what was the next step now? The next step is to add my seam allowance, 0.5. I'm going to go ahead to add 0.5 all through. 0.5 shoulder seam allowance. So I'll go on now, connect the points together. Slanted this way. This is it. So now the next step is to go ahead and cut all through. To cut it, I'll go ahead and cut the back panel first. The difference between the back panel and front is just the armhole and this neck. So I'm going to cut together at first. Cut both the back and the front panel together. Raise it carefully and cut. This is the line for the back panel. So now I'm going to go ahead to separate. This is my back panel. This is the back panel. Now I'll go ahead to cut the front panel. This is my armpit for the front. This is the neck for the front. So like I said before, the difference between the back panel and the front panel is the shoulder, is the armhole depth and the neck depth in this tutorial. That's it. This is the front. This is the front. This paper is really squeezed, and this is the back. That's all on basic bodies. Thank you. This is very simple basic bodies. And if you want to insert your darts, it's very simple. I didn't really want to talk on that, but let me do that now. If you want to insert your darts, for instance, this is it. Once you have your bus pan, okay, for instance, let's take 3.5 as bus pan here. You mark it here, your 3.5. You mark the same 3.5 to your waistline. So on this waistline, you measure 0.5 on both sides. 0.5 here, 0.5 here. You can decide to step down by 0.5 or 1 inch. You can decide to step down by 0.5. These are initial line, right? You can decide to step down by 0.5 from this point and connect your point together. This is going to serve as your dart. All you need to do is to fold it in. During the sewing, you just fold it in a little. Once you fold it in, that's all. From this point, you fold it in. So you don't need to cut it out. That's all on basic bodice pattern. Please do like and subscribe my videos. Comments, I'll personally reply your comments as you await more videos from me. Thank you. Have a nice day.